On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to install a drain, waste, and vent piping connecting to this PVC line coming down from my sink all the way to the main drainage right there on the wall. So stay tuned. Welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, please consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. Now, this pipe that I have here is the DWV pipe, which means drain, waste, and vent piping. The size of this pipe is 1.5 inches, and it's also 4 feet long, but you can get them in various sizes as well. I have 1.5 inches also elbow. This is a 90-degree. And you can get this in different types of sweeps as well. This is by Charlotte. And what I have here is a male fitting. It is also 1.5 inches. Now, what we're going to be using to attach this is the all-purpose cement. Make sure that you get the right one. This one is an all-purpose, which means you can use it for PVC and ABS. So there is the area that we're going to be attaching it to. This is what penetrates through the wall. I closed this off because I'm doing kitchen renovation and I just installed these cabinets. And after it's been a few weeks now and everything that they're kind of hardened up, this is a perfect time for me to just use a piece of stick. I'm using chopsticks, to be honest with you. And I'm using this to scrape off those crud, just stuff all in there. This is a perfect time to do that. I'm using my male fitting now and just test fitting it to see if it is the right one. Make sure you do that and make sure you measure out once you have finished fitting it up so you know where exactly you're going to be setting this, the piping, once you start routing it. Now this sits about 10 inches high. Now the PVC, the one that connects to the sink, sits 11 inches high. So this is perfect because we're going to be using gravity to have the water flow down to that drain. I'm using this 3-inch hole saw. Now you can get this to any, Home Depot or Lowe's, but I'll leave a link in the description down below with all the products and tools that I use within this video. Now we're going to measure up. Make sure that when you go and measure it on your cabinet, you measure up to the way where the pipe's going to penetrate through. And I'm just going to go and drill right through this new cabinet. It's a little, it's kind of hard for me to do this since it is a brand new cabinet, but it's all right. We're going to go drill it right there through where that will penetrate through the main drainage. Okay, so if you look right through here, you can clearly see where we're going to be attaching it to, right to that male fitting. Okay, so now we're going to go and test fit the DWV pipe. Now this 4 feet pipe is perfect. It actually meets more than what I need. And if you measure up to the very end of this male fitting, and here's a little trick, if you get a little flat edged item, it could be wooden, it could be one of your squares or rulers, you can measure up to the edge of that pipe as a reference. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure out what I'm going to be cutting out. In this case, all I need in this part is 2 inches. You can use a handheld hacksaw. This is a 12-inch hacksaw or a mini hacksaw. It's all totally up to you. I'm going to be using this bench vise because I can't seem to cut straight, so this will probably help me out cut a little straighter than before. So this will help me out. You don't necessarily need a vise to do this, but for me, I'm just using my resources that I have, and it kind of worked straighter than before. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to test fit everything. I'm going to test fit this to connect the male and the 90-degree elbow. And once we get that test fitted, now we're going to apply the cement. Now, my high suggestion on this is make sure you work with this either wearing a respirator charcoal cartridge or have a well ventilated area. In this case, I actually have my my kitchen vent running right now while I'm installing this so that I can actually have all this ventilation and not have to expose myself with all the fumes. So you're going to apply around this pipe, and you're going to apply right inside of that male fitting as well. And right when you install this, you're going to do a little twist action until it locks in place. Now this does dry up quick, so just make sure you work really fast on this before it dries up. And there you have it. It is nice and fitted up. Now it's time to do the same thing with the 90-degree elbow. But before you do that, make sure you wipe down all the excess as well. Make sure you have a well ventilated area when you're using this product, because it does create a lot of fumes given it is low VOCs, but you would just want to try to be safe. All right, so do the same thing here, and you're going to twist it right when you attach it together. So I'm going to be twisting this. A lot of people will probably end up gluing this to that drain end, but not for me, because you want to keep this be able to disconnect this in the future, just in case there's a drain problem in the future. You can actually take that out. So clamp that in place, and now I'm going to be measuring out the rest of the piping that will go and connect to that PVC pipe. Notice how that vise made it nice and straight cut. We're going to apply this cement right around the inside of that 90 elbow as well. We're going to apply another area around that 1.5 inch DWV pipe. Okay, you don't have to use so much, just use just enough so that you don't gain so much squeeze and excess that's going to come out of there once you squeeze it right through. What you're going to do now is you're going to connect the PVC to the ABS piping. There's two ways to do this. You can buy a fitting, adapter fitting that can connect the ABS to the PVC pipe. I'll leave a picture right here that you can use to do that. Or you can just use a PVC to ABS cement you can connect that as well. There's two options, just as long as you're using that item to a non-pressurized piping. Okay, in this case, this is drainage, so there's no pressure on this one, and it also states on the piping as well. Now we're going to go and connect the rest of the piping to the water lines. This one's going to the hot line. I am just going to go and wire brush off the excess plumber's tape that was left over so we can have a good fitting for the new plumber's tape. Now this plumber's tape and all the tools, again, I'll leave a link on the description down below. Okay, you're going to thread this right over. About 3 wraps should be enough, and I'm going to go thread it right now like that by hand, and just use your wrench to tighten that up. Now you can skip this part. I'm just showing you the rest of the install and the drainage to install for my dishwasher. Make sure that when you're doing this Teflon tape, you are applying it in the same direction as where you are threading it. Okay, so in this case, we are going the clockwise direction. The same way you're going to thread this as well. All right, so we're going to take out the dishwasher. This also has a vent. This also has a drainage system on it. So we're going to do another 3-inch hole saw cut through this cabinet so that we can have the water and the drainage go through here. And we are going to attach this to the rest of the connected to the PVC pipe, which connects to the sink and to the drainage as well. So once you do that, you're going to use your Channellock pliers to go and make sure you set that up. The clamp is in place, and once you have it in place, just release that, and that should be nice and tight. All right, friends, so everything's good. Make sure you turn on the power source, check for any leaks. On this video helpful, friends, please hit that big thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.